People, welcome to NinjaCast here on shredcast.com, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, usually on Thursdays. But last week, if you guys missed it, I forgot it was Thursday. And you guys reminded me, but I still didn't know. Didn't check Facebook. Had other shit going on. Thanks for joining us. I will be your host for the next, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Who knows? We got some topics, but we don't have a lot of topics. So feel free, if you're watching live in the chat, to suggest topics without being retarded. What you're watching on screen, I recently did a hot wing challenge. You guys can check out the video. It is the newest video currently on youtube.com/ninjalifestyle, and it was really, really, really bad.
Has it ever put in your mouth?
It was not good at all. Oh, man. And it wasn't just spicy hot like in your mouth. It wasn't just, oh, my mouth is hot. Oh, I'm sweating from my head. My whole, my heart was hurting. Look at that. I'm grabbing my chest. It was awful. It was... My legs got numb. My hand, got stuck like this. I couldn't, I had to do this with my hand. My hand got stuck like that because all my muscles were, firing. I don't know. It was crazy. And if you guys find yourself in Las Vegas, I challenge you to do one of these wings. And it's cheap. It's only $4. If you want to try the entire challenge, I think it's $8. But the 4 wings is I think you can actually get 6 wings for $4. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's cheap considering you're not just going there to eat wings, you're going there for a really crazy experience. So $4, totally worth it. It was awful. Really bad. Really bad. And something I wanted to do in this video, which if you go and watch the video, I challenged Andy Schrock, Josh Katz, and Major Crew to do this. I don't know why I left out Doug. I guess I should have called out Doug, huh? Doug, if you find yourself in Vegas, you can try one. But I don't know. I hang out with Doug more than I do with Andy or Josh. So I feel like I'm probably better friends with Doug. And I don't know if I want my better friends to deal with this kind of pain. So I don't know. Maybe I just want Andy and Josh and Major Crew to suffer. I called out Major Crew because I know they're for sure going to, say fuck it. They'll go for it. At least 1 or 2 of them. And Andy's going to be here in, Andy's going to be here in 2 or 3 weeks. So I want you guys, next time you watch an Andy Schrock video, go on there and remind him that he was challenged to do the hot wing challenge. And I don't think he's going to do it. But, I would love to see him do it. If not, we'll find some way to compromise. I will find some way to do something fun with hot wings and Andy Schrock, even if it's not him eating an entire wing. I got something in mind. I just don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away too soon. So there's that. It was fun. It was tough. So here's what happened. I ate the wings, and then I drank milk, and I was cool. I was good. I was back to normal. And then what happened was 4 hours later, I got these crazy stomach pains. Really bad stomach pains that make you want to curl up on a ball. You know what I mean? Curl up in a ball. On a ball. In and on a ball. Around a ball. It was really bad. How do I get back into playlist mode? That's what I want to do. Ninja Lifestyle, we always go through this shit. I always forget how to play these videos. Play all, something like that. Uploads, play. So, 4 hours later, I'm in these stomach pains. And then... Okay, that was 8 o'clock. I did the wing challenge at 4 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I got pains. Then I went to sleep. I woke up at 8 a.m. with more stomach pains. And I went into the bathroom and fucking just collapsed. It was awful. There's more to these peppers and these hot wing challenges. There's more to it than just I like the spiciness in your mouth. So, anyways, I wanted to give you guys some of the backstory. We'll probably put up some extras because someone else was there. There was no way we could eat 4 wings each. So there was someone else there that tried a wing, and they also died. This dude, Jason. But I didn't have time to put that in the video, so we'll probably have like a Hot Wing Challenge extras kind of video. But yeah, that's a little bit of behind the scenes for that. Speaking of mini ramp skating, I'm having a barbecue on Saturday in my backyard, inviting a lot of friends over. Hopefully get some bitches back there. And I think we're going to do ribs and burgers, hopefully do a skate video. Maybe try to do some drinking games, something like that. Maybe maybe, you know what I might do? I might get some hot wings to go and have people try them at my party. But then again, I don't want anyone throwing up at my party because you guys saw, actually, you know what? Before we go here, I want to go back to this hot wing challenge. I'm going to show you guys something that I don't think should be allowed in a hot wing challenge. And I'll show you guys right now. I ate the wings. And I got through one. And I just suffered for, 4 or 5 minutes. Daniel took like one bite. He was already in the milk. Look at him. He's already in milk mode.
They're just testing the wings out.
He's already drinking milk. You can see it. Well, you can't see it at the bottom of your screen. Let me scroll up. Right there. He's already in milk mode right there. Look at him. He's drinking milk already. I'm not in milk mode. That's why I'm suffering. That's why it looks so bad for me. Look at me. Of course, if I could have been down in milk the whole time, but that wasted the experience. Daniel, come on, bro. You wasted the experience. And Karma got him back. Karma got Daniel back as he threw up a couple hours later. See? That's what happens. That's what happens. Somebody said I should have the hot wings at the barbecue and trick people. That's definitely not something I want to do because I went through it, and that could really hurt somebody. If you're not ready for it, or if you have like a heart condition or something, it will fuck you up. Those wings. I put it in the description. It's not like a mouth hot. Like I was really on the verge of having some weird like medical issue. The way that my stomach and my chest was like, my chest went numb. Like, you know how like if your hand goes to sleep? Imagine your hand going to sleep, but it's your chest, like your arms and your legs. All that goes to sleep. It's like it scares you. It makes you feel really weird, like, fuck, am I going to be okay? That's why they make you sign the waiver. And I read the waiver and I was thinking like, oh, it's just going to be like some bullshit waiver that, because it started off with, by signing this, I agree that I'm a dumbass. It starts off like that, so you think, oh, this is just like a funny waiver. But in the end of the waiver, it gets serious, and it's like, we are not liable for any medical conditions or whatever. It's tough. It's tough. Anthony says, Ninja, was it worth it? Of course it was worth it now. It was worth it now. But if you asked me, was it worth it when I was like, 16 hours later when I'm on the floor of my bathroom curled up in a ball, no, it wasn't worth it. But I don't know. And a lot of you guys are saying, like, I've had hot wings before, too, and they're really easy to eat. Okay, number one, everyone likes to talk about, oh, the ghost pepper. Ooh, the ghost pepper. These are twice as bad as the ghost pepper. Like, if you take the ghost pepper and double it, as far as body reactions and heat, it's double as bad. So I don't know if you've ever doubled something, but it's twice as much. It's not like, oh, it's slightly worse. No, it's double. You take it and you fucking double it. It's like you want to fight a dude that's 140 pounds or 280 pounds. It's double. It's way fucking worse. Anyways. So the barbecue should be fun. You know what? I think we should do the wing challenge. I think that'd be fun. I do have some friends coming into town tonight, so I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do to keep them entertained, and I think we're going to the strip club. I haven't been in the strip club in a long time. It used to be like every time I was doing NinjaCast, I was damn near at the strip club, or at least Shredcast. So I think we're gonna do that just because it's still really cheap, It just got to the point where it just got boring. Maybe I'll have them do the wing challenge. But then I'm thinking I don't want to have people from out of town do it when they're coming here to relax and have fun. Nah, I don't want to do that to them. Wing challenge game of skate. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Man, that would be so fucked. What happened with the beer pong tournament last week? I think I did something else. It was Friday. I did something else. I think I went and hung out with Asian John, actually. He has somebody in town from Hawaii, so I think we went and hung out with them. Good question, good question. Let's take it to the chat, because like I said, guys, I only have a couple of topics. We might end up having a short show here. Funniest strip club experience. I watched a chick's hair catch on fire. That was the funniest strip club experience by far. Well, actually, there's another one. The very first time we went to the strip club we always go to, we got kicked out. And that's a pretty funny story, too, but I'll save that for another day. I'll tell you the most recent one. This chick, and I also have another story where this chick got on somebody's chair, like got on his lap, and the chair tipped over, and she hit her head on the stage. Also a good story. Great story. But this chick, her hair caught on fire. She was leaning over somebody, and they have candles. They have these candles on each table. Her fucking hair caught on fire. It was wonderful. And the whole place like started to stink. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled like burnt hair, but it's a real distinct smell that lingers. So it was really bad. Really bad. I laughed, and I talked to her about it afterwards, and she laughed about it. You know, it was cool. It would have been funny. It would have been funny if she hit the stage with her hair on fire. Man, that'd be great. Do I plan on doing collabs with Amgrip, Revive, and That Shit Rips? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what kind of collabs we could do. I'm wearing a That Shit Rips shirt right here. I'm real cool with Justin, but I don't know. It's a real vague thing to say. You know, if a collab happens, it happens. It's a weird thing to plan, you know, months in advance. Ninja, would you ever do a video promoting cake muscle decks the same way as the t-shirts? I'd love to. It's just right now, it's gotten really tough to make music, and I have all the equipment. I think just something's wrong with my mixer, or maybe I'm using the wrong software, or maybe I'm using the wrong audio drivers. Like, something just makes it bad. I have a horrible hiss on my mic all the time, like this weird like hissing static. And the mic's really nice. I know it's not the mic because I've heard songs recorded on this mic. It's my friend Bobby Meter's mic. And it could be my mixer, or it could be my
Thanks for watching, yo. See you later.
my audio equipment. I don't fucking know, man, but what is this? Oh, this was funny. I don't know. I'd love to do more songs because the songs are so easy for me to do. I do not put effort into making my songs. They're fucking easy. I make up words on the spot. Every song we've done took like, you know, maybe an hour from start to finish to totally complete. You know, I don't sit there, you know, doing retakes. You know, I don't do the same line 100 times. It's just, bam. Just in and out. So what I'm saying is, the moral of what I'm trying to say is, it's a really low effort thing for me to make music.
What's going on, guys?
It just sucks that my fucking equipment's all fucked up. Because when I do make music, I want it to be kind of good quality. I'd love to do like a scooter song, you know, maybe like a scooter hip hop video or something like that. Or I don't know, maybe maybe more, like you said, cake muscle songs, and just like ridiculous songs. I'd like to do a song with Ryan and Tony, the two guys who I always go downtown with. I think that would be a hilarious song, and then we could do the music video of us actually downtown just acting a fool. I think that'd be great. Hey Ninja, I have a life ollie. I like this girl, and I want to ask her out, but her friend likes me. What should I do? I don't know. You sound like a chick, bro. What should you do? You should do whatever you want to do. What should I do? Do whatever you want to do, man. Do what makes you happy. I guess the dilemma here is guaranteed pussy versus maybe pussy? Is that where we're at right now? Cause you guys ask me these vague questions, and I don't know. It's up to me to like decipher what you actually mean. You know, like what do you really mean? Cause if it was me, I wouldn't be asking the question. I would just do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretend I understand the idea. His argument is for sure pussy versus maybe pussy. And you guys know my thoughts on that. There's what, 8 billion people on this earth, and you're gonna trip out on this one girl like, oh no, what if it doesn't work out? Oh no. Well, then I guess you just back down to the other 7,999,999,099 or whatever. Dang it, the one that got away. Looking ass. I don't understand it. Somebody the other day said a comment. It was either on Instagram or it was on YouTube. They're like, Ninja, you only fucking get bitches because you live in Las Vegas and there's way more. Like, what the fuck? You crazy. If that's how you want to like rationalize, you know, I guess that's just people making an excuse. By the way, I have a setup video coming out. I think I'm going to have it come out on Saturday, actually, since I'm going to upload this on Friday. Setup video is coming out on Saturday, and one of the topics I discussed in the setup video, and I discussed it really vaguely, was people who place the blame on their situation or place the blame on other people. And there's a lot of people who don't take responsibility for the life that they live. And it's like, listen, man, we all have road bumps, and maybe not being in a tourist town is a road bump, but don't blame where you live on your lack of ability to get bitches, bro. It's now my fault. It's Ninja's fault, a guy that I don't know who lives miles away. It's Ninja's fault I don't get pussy now. What? Bro, you guys are crazy. I don't know. That's just, you guys will see the talk on Saturday. It'll just be called setup video. I haven't even put it on the computer yet, so I don't know, but yeah, something to do with that. As far as your dilemma, bro, I don't know what you're gonna do. You can do whatever you want to do. If I was you, I'm gonna assume you're probably like 15, 16, 17. I would go for the for sure pussy. But if I really like the other girl, go for it, because you always got a backup, you know. But hey, that's just me. You know, I make my decisions, you make yours. Sacho says those kind of people might as well scooter. I think like that sometimes. It's so stupid, but I just think to myself, just like, fuck, man, like that type of person would be like a scooter rider. I don't know. Sometimes like a chick will piss me off, and I'm just like, you would be a scooter rider if you were a boy. I be thinking that shit sometimes, like, oh my god, you're not smart, you don't try hard, you blame the world for your problems, you always choose the easy path, and you wonder why you never get ahead in life. Weird. You just strike me as the type of person that would gravitate towards scooters. Strange. Strange. Earlier somebody asked, what's the weirdest date I've been on? And I don't know, there's probably been a lot of them. Sometimes the weirdness makes it fun, though. Sometimes the weirdness makes it cool. But I remember specifically one chick. I can't think of her name. And this was quite a few years ago. Actually, I can tell you right around what time period this was. This was right when I started Ninja Lifestyle. Because I remember I was hanging out at Richie's apartment a lot, and I brought this chick to Richie's apartment. Anyways, brought this chick to Richie's apartment. We hang out, we drink. Everything's cool, we have fun. Take her back, drop her off. The next day, she comes to hang out or whatever. Or maybe not the next day, maybe a few days later. Whatever happened. Hold on, let me choose a video right here to watch that I can bear to. She comes by the next day, and I'm like, hey, you know, we're hanging out at Richie's. Or no, I was actually at Ed's. And I'm like, hey, you know, I know this party. It's my friend Ryan's putting on. And she goes, I don't want to go there. And I was like, why? She's like, I don't like Ryan. I was like, well, you just met him. You only met him, like, last week. You know, how do you know if you don't like him or not? And she's like, well, I guess I have something to tell you. I went and hung out with Ryan the other day, and we kissed or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, Yeah, so what you're telling me is you're a typical bitch. Okay, I got it. And I flipped a U-turn. Right when she said that, I got in like the left lane. Right when she says like, I went and hung out with Ryan the other day. I didn't tell you. That's why I don't want to go to his party. I was like, oh, okay. All right, you typical bitch. I just fucking flipped a bitch, made a U-turn, dropped her right back off, and then went on with my day. And that was kind of awkward because she went through all this shit. Women like to do this. She was like, oh, I don't know. I don't really feel like hanging out over there. Can't we just do this? Can't we just do that? I don't really feel like. And I was like, well, we're fucking going. And she's like, well, now I have something to tell you. Like, she was gonna for sure like keep that shit hidden the whole time. And those are the type of chicks you want to avoid. And the whole way back, she was like, it's like, please, let's just go to the house. I'll make it worth your while. She was giving me all these like dick sucking references, and I was just like, same thing I said a second ago. You women are a dime a dozen. There is going to be another one waiting in line. Literally waiting in line. Literally waiting for me to fucking post on Facebook. You're like, oh, this bitch pissed me off. What y'all doing tonight? Or waiting for an Instagram post to hit like on. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's this gratification they get off Instagram where they have the same mentality, but I don't know. I guess that's fine. Watch this part. This is what this chick wanted to do. I don't know. And yeah, it was a in the face of Timothy Klopp, it was a bye Felicia situation. And she was doing all this like begging, like, please, can we please hang out, this and that. And I was like, no, bitch, like, I got other plans. I got the second draft pick starts right now. As soon as you get dropped off, we're starting second round draft picks. So, yeah, that was, I don't know if that's weird, but that was something that came to mind when you brought that up. Oh, you know what? I do have a weird date story. I went out with this chick. It was our first dinner. We had gone out a couple times before, but finally we went to a place called Sweet Tomatoes. It's like a healthy place. I don't know if you guys have Sweet Tomatoes. I can't really explain it. It's like you serve yourself. It's a soup and salad place. It's only soup and it's only salad. It's really annoying, but it's healthy and you can eat as much as you can fit in your stomach. You can eat it. So, oh yeah, right before. She looks me dead in the eye right before we fucking eat the salad or whatever, and she's just like, okay, I'm gonna do something. Don't laugh and don't make fun of me. And I'm just like, all right, whatever, bitch. She pulls out her front tooth like, I'm like, oh god, this bitch has one big giant tooth missing. Oh Lord Jesus, here we fucking go. But it was cool. She ended up being extremely crazy. She was extremely crazy. Craziest chick. Top 3 for sure, easy. And later in life, she chilled out, to my knowledge, from what I know. So who knows? Why don't I just watch Shane O'Neill's new part? Nah. Kind of cool on getting copyright strikes. Kind of happy with not getting copyright strikes. Kind of like making money. So that's why. The question is, why don't I? That's why, because I like making enough money to live off YouTube. So I will not be risking that so you guys can watch a video. If you guys want to watch another video, go watch it. Until then, you'll be here watching NinjaCast, which is what you signed up for. So the other day, I got commissioned or whatever to do a Ninja Lifestyle pilot, which is sort of, it's like if you were to be on a TV show or be part of a network with any sort of episode lineup, you start with a pilot. A pilot is sort of like your sponsor tape. It's sort of like, this is what I have to offer. If you like it, pick me up and add me to your network. If you don't like it, don't. And it's for some TV channel that, I don't know how popular it is. It may or may not be a popular TV channel. I know that right now with basic cable, I do not have this particular TV channel. But that's going on, and I'm really hoping it works out. I think that'd be cool to have my own series on a channel. Sort of like, like the whole Rob Dyrdek thing. They get their own shit, and I don't know, man. What other skaters have shows? Ryan Sheckler had a show, and and this guy Jason Ellis has a podcast, and he does these shows. It's like, man, that'd be cool, man. I think I could really play the part, and I'm really interested in it for the money, man. I could use some extra money. That would be sick. It would be nice to be in another bracket, because you guys know me. I like to waste money. I like to blow money on, gambling, drinks, partying or whatever. And I kind of had to cut back lately. I really haven't cut back at all. I just had to cut back on the amount of money I spend on it. So, the Coronas turned into 211s and shit like that, And the $50 gambling turned into $5. You know what I mean? But it'd be nice to be back up in a nice fucking bracket. And it's kind of like that kind of situation where a lot of things in life are like this. It kind of goes where
Start manualing.
It's one of those situations where there's 1,000 ways that it can go wrong, but there's only one way it can go right.
At the end of the trick.
If they see one thing they don't like with the pilot, or one thing that they don't really agree with, or whatever the panel that chooses it, if they don't agree with it, and it's like, you're out. You already lose. Or, if you don't have the right look or the right format, you're out of there. So I don't know. I only had 3 days to do it too, so it's like, fuck, man, this was tough. And sadly, you guys will probably never see it, but it's kind of a compilation of shit you've already seen anyways. Like, for example, that scooter sponsor tape, Craziest HD Scooter Tricks, that was in it. That was part of it.
Looks pretty easy, right?
A lot of fun stuff like that.
For each of those 3.
So I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it, but it's one of those things where I never want to get my hopes up. Because it's a waste of your time to get your hopes up in something like that. Because the way it goes is it's very, very unlikely to happen. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. Root for me in your head. Send me some good vibes or whatever. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. Also kind of just like anxious and nervous. Like, fuck, dude. Like, you got a chance to make some real money. That'd be sick. I don't know. Whatever. Foreskin acne. This motherfucker's got the worst names. Worst handrail slam. You can actually look up my worst handrail slam in Ninja Oldies. I don't know what it's called, but I had blonde hair and I completely ate shit. Completely ate shit off this rail. It was all bad.
That was the one, bro.
All bad.
Fuck yeah.
Let's jump back in the chat for some more topics. I really don't want to say too much about the pilot because I'm not supposed to be talking about it at all, but I don't give a fuck, man. They're not gonna see this shit. And there's always more opportunities. This is like the second or third one we've done. It's just every network kind of looks for something different. So, Ninja, do you mind if I make a sponsor vid just like your scooter sponsor, please? Yeah, dude. You already got the attitude down. you already got the scooter attitude down. Ask me for permission to make a video. Yes, you have my permission, son. Have I ever credit carded? I credit carded a handful of times. The worst one was in my front yard when I had just started skating. If you're a beginner skater, like you really have to ride your boards to the very end, because when I first started skating, I was riding my skateboards till they were nothing. So you have like the razor tail and shit like that. And I remember I credit carded right on that razor tail. It cut my gooch open. Reached in my pants like, oh my god, like blood's on my hand. Like, oh fuck, cut my gooch open. Not again. Gosh dang it. That was the gnarliest wall ride ever. And what was worse is I had just cut my gooch open, and then like a car drove by, and I'm just down there like, and they're like, are you okay? But you're always trying to like hide. Kind of trying to hide how hurt you really are, especially considering that it's like right below your balls. It's like you don't want to just tell this random person in a car like, I'm not okay. Like my balls are really fucking, they were really close. They might have caught a little bit of that. I don't know yet. I got to go back and assess. I got to check out the problem. I don't know. Go on with your day. Nothing to see here. Just an issue with my balls, gooch, and butthole. Feller Giles says I should do a redo of the Why You Aren't Sponsored video. I definitely have to do that, and it's my bad for slacking. I think I spoke to you guys about doing that a few weeks ago. I definitely have to do that. Number one, because people need to know, and number two, because it would get a lot of views. You know, people really have no fucking idea what the fuck they're doing. I don't know, but between the people that on a daily basis they say things like, I'll get emails at least a few times a week that say, "Can I make a sponsor video for you?" And I'm just like, well, if you don't already have one, you probably don't have the right mindset for Cake Muscle, because we're all about go-getters and people that do shit. You should already have a sponsor tape just already like in your arsenal somewhere. You shouldn't be making one just for me. Like, if you really plan on getting sponsored, you should already have your sponsor tape ready to go, or at least, you know, I don't know, online or something, and say, well, I have one, but it's not online. I don't want everyone to see it. Well, cool. Then you don't want to promote yourself. Good. That's the type of writer I want. A writer that no one knows about. A writer that no one can ever find out about, and if you search their name, nothing comes up. Wow, that would be a great representative for the company that I've created. Yes. Man, I need more mindsets like yours. I don't know. I just don't get it, man. You want to be sponsored, you're there to fucking promote something. And if you can't even promote yourself, then you definitely can't handle the responsibility of promoting a company. That's all. Just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, I just feel like, I've said this before, it should be common sense. It shouldn't, like, one day I had this whole argument on Facebook with this dude, and then at the end of it, he's like, well, thanks for telling me that. I didn't know. And I was like, you didn't fucking know? You didn't know that as a sponsored writer, you're there to promote my company? You didn't know? What did you think? What did you think it was? Like, what could you possibly, what would you ever believe it would be about? Like, I just love giving away money? Is that what it is? Because these boards, to me, they're money. The skateboards that I give away, to me, they're just dollar signs. Because that's what I pay to get them. Skateboards that I sell are nothing but dollar signs to me, because that's what they cost me. I pay a lot of money to get them made and shipped, and then I you know, fucking sell them and try to make a little bit of a profit. So they're just dollar signs to me. If I wanted to give away money, I would go out with money and I would just throw it into the air. I wouldn't need to do it online. I wouldn't need to do it over a Facebook message. But clearly my idea is not to go out and just throw money away. That's not my game plan. My game plan is to, number one, help out a skater who obviously deserves it and has earned it and has a following, and, you know, above all other things, actually supports the company. Right? Had a lot of people try to get on Cake Muscle that have never had a Cake Muscle. I've had people try to ride for Cake Muscle that didn't know we had a website. Well, that guy's going to be a great promoter. He doesn't know the first thing about the company. Yet he wants to rep it, bro. Yeah. I get a lot of this shit, man. Like, you know what? I really think I would be a great help to your company. I think me and you working together, we could do some big things together. It's like, really, bro? Cuz you can't even do big things by yourself. You can't even handle Instagram. But I'm going to trust you to handle the brand name and representation of my company that I started from scratch. Yeah, man, you know what? Go figure something out, bro. Go read a fucking book. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely need to make a video like that. So thank you to whoever wrote that down. I'm going to make a note right now. Sponsor tape video. Why? And that's the reason why a lot of you guys may not have seen the original one we did. He was talking about the original sponsor tape video we did, and instead of naming it how to get sponsored or the easiest way to get sponsored, I named it Why You Aren't Sponsored. And that's what I'm going to name this next one. It's going to be called Why You Aren't Sponsored. Because all these other fucking YouTube channels, they want to baby you through it, you know, and they want to give you like the 10-year-old version of the story. And I'm going to give you the adult version. You know, you guys got to fucking, this is business now. no matter how fucking core your company is, no matter how core your skate shop is, at the end of the day, they close down if they can't make money. And if you ride for a company that closed down, you're part of that fucking reason. Because apparently there was a problem with promotion or sales or something. Did you guys hear about... Did you guys hear about the Nike courthouse building? I say Nike courthouse. Santa Monica courthouse building that Nike refurbished, that made it skateable and made it allowed. They refurbished this old school skate spot that everyone knows and loves, while every other core company didn't do shit to save any spots. But Nike comes in and actually does something nice for skaters, and then the rest of the world continues to hate Nike. Well, some core skaters went in and I guess robbed one of the buildings. So it's kind of like, it's a slap in the face for not only Nike, but also for skateboarders everywhere. Because I've said this before, and there's even, I think it's in the World Industries documentary. One of the guys had a quote. What's the guy's name? Steve, the owner of World Industries. I can't think of his name. Steve something. Somebody let me know in the chat. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain issue. But he said skateboarders, they get into something, they love it, they enjoy it, and then eventually they start to fucking destroy it. And this goes back to placing blame on things. There's a lot of people that lose their skate shops and they want to place the blame on Nike. And they say, oh, Nike's the reason because they had minimum orders, and oh no, they required us to order a certain amount of shoes, and now my business went out of business because of Nike. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Or maybe for bad fucking business decisions. If you can't afford to have a minimum order of Nikes, Steve Rocco, thank you. If you can't afford to have a minimum order of Nikes, then number one, your skate shop's already doing shitty. So that was before Nike even got involved. Number one, you can't afford the product. Number two, don't order. Don't order that shit if it puts your skate shop at risk. And I think it was one of the Lakai guys came out with an interview or something where they talked about how Nike's destroying skateboarding, and they used that as an example. They used an example of like minimum orders and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, so you're going to blame minimum orders for your skate shop being destroyed. No, blame bad business sense, which is the real reason. And like I said earlier, if the sooner you learn to blame yourself, the sooner you can learn how to move forward in life. You spend your whole life blaming everybody else, then you never find the root of your problem, because you'll never change what you're doing. So that blame shit, yeah, progress, yeah, one day. Maybe you'll make progress. You keep playing these fucking blame games. Anyways, so people broke into this place that Nike, paid to have refurbished, and it's a safe haven for skaters. People break into it, and, I'm sure there's, now whose fault is that? It's the fucking skaters' fault. Skaters' fault that the place probably wasn't skatable in the first place. I don't know. It's just like Nike did this nice thing, and even skaters can't appreciate it. Even skaters can't appreciate it. They're going to fucking rob it and destroy it. Steve Rocco, thank you. Also, a great documentary you guys need to look up. I think it's called The Man Who Sold the World, and sold is spelled S-O-U-L. Great documentary. And I don't know. I get kind of heated about this whole blame Nike thing, and you guys know my thoughts on the commercialization of skateboarding. But the blame game is something that really like hits close to home. Like, come on, guys, you're already a skateboarder, so you're probably not going to have a lot of business sense. And there's this whole thing where everyone's always like, everything has to be skater owned, and if there's not a skater as the president, then it can't be a company. And it's like, or a skateboarder can build a company from nothing, can create an empire from nothing, and then sell it and retire happy, which is what a lot of these companies do. Especially when I look at something like Steve Rocco. He sold World Industries for millions of dollars. And I'm sure he doesn't have any complaints about the commercialization of skateboarding or anything like that. He's probably happy with every decision he made. to the point where even all the guys on the team, Day One and who else rode for the company? All the City Stars guys, they don't have any complaints, I'm sure. It's just the new generation that wants to complain and blame the big guy. And I don't know, maybe you guys don't understand, these big companies like Nike and Mountain Dew, they're putting money into what we do. Not only in the form of refurbishing skate spots, but also in the form of things as petty as Zoomies and mall shops. And all you guys like to complain about the mall shops. But if the mall shops offer better prices, then all you can do is blame the skate shops for not promoting better. But then it goes back to blame. The skate shops love to blame the big companies, and all the little kids that saturate skateboarding, if they believe it and they buy into it, then good job. I guess it's just another tactic. So, those are my thoughts on that. Ninja, how old were you when you did your first handrail? I think I was 15 or 16. Somebody said you and Gary Rogers got to talk it out. Why? Is Gary Rogers one of those anti-Nike guys? Out of curiosity. Gabe says, do you ever skate Denver, Colorado? No, I've never skated in Denver, and I've never been to Colorado, but I hear a lot of good things. Denver has a pretty cool skate scene. I know they have that one park it's like pink, or it's like orange. The whole bottom of it's like pink or orange. It looks like a really fun spot. It looks huge, too. So, I don't know. It'll be fun. I only go to Zoomies when I really need a deck because they have some for $10. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not... When you shop at Zoomies, you're not destroying skateboarding. That's what every small shop would like to make you believe, that you're destroying skateboarding, but... I don't know, Zoomies puts on... How about this, guys? Zoomies puts on way more skate contests and gives out way more money to actual, career skateboarders than your local skate shop does. How about this? People always like to say this shit. Support your local skate shop. Okay, how about support your local skater? Zoomies does it. Does your skate shop? Weird. It's just these... It's really easy to brainwash a generation when... Not a generation, but a genre of people. It's really easy to brainwash a genre of people when they're all between the ages of 10 and 14. It's a lot easier to do it. That's all. Anyways, guys, if you didn't notice, Mike is in the chat. Cake Muscle Rider. He's the real deal. He's the real fella. He's not an imposter. Let's go to the chat for a few more topics. I really didn't mean to talk about the commercialization shit that long, so I'm sorry if that shit gets boring, but it's just so much bitching and complaining in the world. At least I'm going to, take a stand against it. I'm sure there's more to it than what I say, but I guarantee you there's more to it than what they say. So let's just leave it at that. The truth falls somewhere in the middle. Yeah, guys, let's answer a couple more questions, and then we'll call it a day, and then I'll hang out in the chat room and chat with you guys like I always do. Ever skated with any Supra team riders? I don't know, probably. Maybe not the big guys, but I don't know. That's pretty vague. I don't know every Supra rider. How much YouTube do I watch? What kind of channels do I follow? That's a pretty cool question. Chandler, always coming through with the good questions. I watch a couple of skate channels. I do really enjoy Major Crew. I'm subscribed to Andy Schrock, but I usually don't watch the Andy Schrock videos unless it's Andy Schrock skating, or if it's like got a really crazy title. Because the Andy Schrock videos a lot of times are... I like to watch the videos of people I can sort of like relate to. And I don't know all Andy Schrock's friends. Andy Schrock got a lot of friends. So when it's like, well, here's a video of my friend skating, and I'm just like, well, I've never met that dude, and I don't really care about that dude, so I don't really care to watch the video. And that might be like a messed up way to look at it, but I don't know. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. So I love Andy Schrock's videos. I do like his like weird prank videos too, though. And for some reason, I always watch them ride-in videos. I don't know why. I hate kids. But for some reason, I always watch them goofy fucking ride-in videos. Love Major videos. I watch the Josh Katz videos sometimes, but a lot of the times, I don't. He don't put them up that often anyways. Or at least they don't show up in my feed. I think that's an issue too. A lot of this stuff doesn't show up in my feed sometimes. For example, Alex Buening. I love his videos. I love Alex Buening's videos. They never show up on my feed. I got to go look for them. But a lot of what I watch is believe it or not, I watch a lot of these, like, I watch a lot of comedy videos. I subscribe to a couple of comedians, and then I watch a lot of gaming videos. Call of Duty. Oh, this was the rail that I took my worst slam on. This was before I fell. This was this is a pretty cool thing about this video. This was in 2004. I was riding for a company called Defects Clothing, and I have a Defects hat. That was the reason I went there, was to do the trick in a Defects hat, something like that. That might have been a starter hat. It might have been a different time. This was the best rail of all time in Las Vegas. This was the easiest rail to skate. It was so perfect. The only thing that sucked is you go right into the street, but if you go like on a weekday, it was never busy. That rail was so perfect. I would go there and, bro, we used to skate that rail for fun, which I guess is normal now, but you think 2004, going out and skating a rail like that just for fun on a weekend was kind of crazy, you know? Like back then, that was like a hammer. A back grind on a little rail like that was kind of a hammer. Yeah, that was right when I started to pick up stees. You can kind of tell the difference. Right here, I don't really have stees. And then right here, I just barely started to pick up some stees. And then right here, still, back, no stees again. Negative stees with that one. Right here, another negative stees. Oh, that's Bobby Meter. We were just talking about him. That rail's still there, but it's white now. It's a white rail and it's round. How much have I lost gambling? I don't have no idea, man. There's been times when things have gone good. I've never hit a big jackpot, though. I mean, I've hit $50 a couple times, and one day I was gambling with somebody else's money. Somebody came to town, gave me $100, said, see what you can do with this. I turned it into $600. But, of course, that only happens when it's somebody else's money. When I use my own money, the other day, just recently, maybe like 3 or 4 days ago, I was hanging out with Asian John. I blew like $30. And you think about like bonuses, I didn't hit a single bonus. Like, I spent $30 and the highest jackpot I hit was like 50 cents. It was awful. Just not lucky. Just not lucky when it comes to that stuff. I'm lucky when it comes to other stuff, but when it comes to gambling, I never, ever win. I played craps the other day. It was insane, the amount of fucking losing I did. And it was really cheap craps. It was like $2 craps. So I could afford to play, quite a few hands. It was awful. I don't know. If I hit $1 million, man, my world would change dramatically. That would be legit. I'd redo this whole house, and like, we would do some real fun YouTube projects if that would happen. I tell you what, man, that would be sick. You want to talk about green screens? I'd be doing green screens. We'd be doing skits. We'd be doing funny videos. We'd be doing barbecues every day. My whole backyard would be a skate park. I'd buy the fucking house next door. That shit is super cheap. Yeah, but I'm not going to win no $1 million. That'd be sick. So, we'll answer a couple more questions, and then we're out of here. Card games or dice games? I play all games. Although I don't play poker. The guys that play poker here are too good. So that's why I don't play it. A lot of people underestimate how mental of a game poker is. I think they play online or they watch World Series of Poker. They watch World Series of Poker on TV and they think like, oh, I could do that. And it's like, fuck, dude, there's a lot going on. It's a whole different game when you don't see anyone's cards and you don't have the little percent signs up at the top and you got, you're reading the deck and shit. I don't know. What jobs do I recommend trying to get into. Fuck, I can't read. What jobs do you recommend trying to get into for people who skate and just want an easy job on the side? I recommend security. I don't know how jobs are in other places. Everyone says here, like, it's so hard to get a job in Vegas. They just say that shit. It's not hard to get a job in Vegas. Here's what it is. People's perception of hard has changed over the years, okay? If I want to get a job, I'll go online, Craigslist. I'll apply for 50, and then I'll take 50 resumes and go hand them out at every place around my house that I can walk or drive to in a short amount of time. That's 100. That's 100 jobs I just fucking applied for. And I can do that in the course of 2 days. And to me, that's not hard work. It's easy. 2 days worth of work to get a job. Oh, no. 2 days worth of work to make, what, $9 an hour or something like that? Easy. Easy shit. And everyone's like, it's so hard to get a job. I can't get a job. I can't get a job. It's hard because you motherfuckers don't know what hard is. You don't know what hard work is. Hard to get a job. I talked to a bitch one day. She's like, it's so hard to get a job. It's impossible. No one can get a job here. And I was like, what are you doing to get a job? And she's like, I sent like 5 emails yesterday. And I was like, man, you know what? It's not only hard, it's impossible. You're right. I had to take her side for it, because if sending out 5 emails is hard work now, oh my God, you guys don't want to see what the fuck I do. You guys don't want to see any of the jobs I used to have to work. Although, security is a very easy job. Typically, you get a license or whatever. You get a guard card. I think most states are like this. Get a guard card. Here in Nevada, it's pretty cheap. It's about $100. You pay $100. You go online. You get your guard card. Do your background check, and then you can work anywhere. They will take anyone, because I'm gonna tell you guys a secret here. Most security guards, like, there are no requirements to be a security guard. You can be retarded. You can be stupid. You can be any size, gender, race, color, whatever. It don't matter. They will take them all, because the job is so easy. It's like so little is required of you. And I kind of worked my way up through security to the point where I was carrying a gun and shit. And that's when things like start getting required of you. But I worked alongside the dumbest people ever doing security. Aside from that, man, you could get any type of job. You could go get a job at like a sandwich place, or I would advise don't get a job at like a corner store, like a convenience store, because that shit I can only imagine how shitty that is. I've seen that shit ruin people's lives. I used to go to the store all the time to get beer, and I would see like somebody's first day, and they'd be like all happy, like, I'm excited about my new job, and a month later they're just like hating their life type shit. But yeah, man, you can get a job doing anything, any type of little shop. You know, I knew a chick that worked at a water store. It's literally an indoor store where you go in, you put in a quarter to this machine, and it pours water. It's like all she had to do was sit there all day and make sure nobody stole the water. I mean, I don't even know what you would need to do. Half those water things are outdoors. They don't even need people. But yeah, you can find an easy job doing anything, man. You just got to be prepared to not make no money. That's all. What is this? Oh, this guy. That's what it's like every day downtown. Ever been to Europe? No, I have never been to Europe. Ninja, what's the best trick you've ever done down a stair set? I don't know. I've done a lot of tricks. A lot of tricks I've done downstairs never got on film. Back in the day, we used to do this thing called skating for fun. But I'll tell you what, I don't do that shit no more. I don't know. One of the tricks I'm most proud of is a nollie back heeled. I think it was like an 8 stair or a 9 stair. I don't remember. Probably an 8. And the only reason I'm proud of it is because I landed it so perfect. It's in the Ninja Oldies too. I think that video is called Ninja Skated Stairs or something like that. Something like that. And it wasn't like the biggest, craziest trick. It was just a nollie back heel. And I did it. I swear to God, I don't care if you guys believe me or not. I did that shit in like 3 or 4 tries. Boom, boom, boom. I fucking ollied it, nollied it, nollie back heel. Bam. And Richie actually filmed it on I think on a VX 1000. Believe it or not. So that was fun. Is there any tool you've used that's better than a silver tool? No, the silver tool is very cool, very convenient. The only thing it lacks is a rethreader, but it's like you really don't need a rethreader that much. What's the point? Like, you're going to use a rethreader once in your life. You might as well just get new trucks. Have I ever been to Utah? I was in Utah several years ago when I was probably 19, 20, 21. I don't know. It sucked. I hate Utah. I never want to go back. That shit was horrible. I would never go back to Utah. It's the worst fucking place ever. The beer's all fucked up in there. The people, like, everyone says, oh, Utah people are nice. They're no different than anywhere else. They're just people. It sucked. Anyways, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I will hang out in the chat like I always do, talk to you guys, but it's about that time. We got to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was a little bit slower today than usual, but what are you going to do? Some days are exciting, some days aren't. Don't blame me. Put the blame on yourself. That's what we've been talking about this whole time, right? Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Thanks for watching. Again, as always, as I tell you guys always, if you see a video you like on Ninja Lifestyle, please share it on Facebook. If you can, support Cake Muscle or whatever. It's always cool to buy a board. Although there's none in stock right now, they should be in stock around the 20th. I was hoping I'd get them today, but plans didn't work out. I guess there's this Chinese New Year shit where all people in China just take the month off, which is ridiculous. I hate all people from China. So that's going on. So the boards are coming a little bit slower than I'd like. But if you guys want to support Cake Muscle and you don't have the money to buy a board, feel free to just share a Ninja Lifestyle video. Pick one that you like, share it on Facebook. Other than that, guys, as always, thanks for joining. Tell your friends. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers, and it would be nice to hit that. It definitely would help me out as far as trying to sell this most recent pilot. You know, tell these guys, look, I already have a following. They're already down to watch. You know, you guys just got to pick me up, you know. I don't know. Anyways, guys, have a good night. And look forward to the setup video in a couple days. Kuna Matata. Bitches.